After each town council meeting, the staff sits down and records a quick recap, highlighting the public meeting. The complete meeting can be found on the Town of Avon, Indiana's YouTube page, but this podcast is designed to give you a simple overview to help keep you informed about what is happening. The Avon, Indiana Town Council meets twice a month at Avon Town Hall. A full schedule of their public meetings can be found online at avonindiana.gov.
What's up, Town of Avon? This is Angel Gino, the Marcom manager here at Town Hall, and today I'm with
Ryan Cannon, town manager.
the one and only Ryan Cannon.
Not really, remember?
Oh,
Ryan Cannon is also the general manager
Our-
of Raising Cane's.
one and only Ryan Cannon.
That's true. That would be correct.
So today we're going to be talking about a town council meeting that happened yesterday, September 11th. Ryan?
Yes, thank you, Angel. Actually, it was a relatively quick meeting. The main theme of the meeting was our 2026 budget. So I'll get into it real quick. Consent agenda, the town council approved. We did have department updates as normal. I will not run you through what the department said. So if you're interested in hearing, John Taylor, Economic Development Director, got up and shared information. Linda Albrand, the Planning Director, Steve Moore, our Public Works Director, Shelby Pride, our Parks Director, and Sean Stoops, the Police Chief, all got up and gave quick updates on things that they were doing. So if you're interested in what all the departments are working on this month, go listen and check that out. Then, as I mentioned, as we got into new business, the main topic of discussion was the non-general fund budget. So I think last time we did a podcast, I talked about the general fund budget. The general fund is our property taxes and income taxes that we get to do our general operating. So those kind of things are like where I am paid from and where we pay for police officers from. Those things are called the general fund. And so we covered that at the previous meeting. And this meeting, we covered what we call the non-general fund, which is all the other funds and sources of revenue that we get that we can put towards projects or employees. Those funds have varying different uses. Most of them have specific uses. So, for example, our food and beverage fund, if you don't know, when you go eat at an Avon restaurant, you pay a 1% sales tax on any food and beverage that you eat at a restaurant. And that money actually goes into a fund and the town collects it. And that's what we use to build parks and pay for our parks maintenance. So every time you eat, you are contributing to the quality of life in Avon. So thank you for doing that. There's a whole bunch of funds like that. Again, I'm not going to go through them on the podcast. I talked about it in length and I provided a summary of changes. A lot of the other funds we have are gas tax and wheel tax and things like that are sources that we use for public works. So most of the non-general fund, if you're interested in public works and parks projects, most of those funds go towards those kind of programs. There are a couple of funds that do support police as well. We have a public safety lit that does pay for a police officer and one of our investigators as well. So again, I'm not going to go through all of that. It was a 10, 15-minute presentation by me. I gave the council a summary of all the changes from last year to this year. The town's total budget, for those of you who may be interested, our total budget's around $30 million. Our general fund budget is about $10 million. And of the $10 million general fund budget, about 70% of it goes to the police department. So those of you out there are interested in how big the town's budget actually is, there you go. You've got that information. The next agenda item then was for the town council to have some discussion on the budget. They did ask me some questions. I answered those. They shared any concerns they had, and we did have one elected official who shared that they didn't support pay raises for elected officials. So we'll see how that pans out here over the next month or so as we go through the budget process. Following that, we did have our public hearing. By law, we're actually required to have a public hearing. It was advertised, and we had 0 people show up to speak on the public hearing on the budget, so no comments. The next item for the budget will actually be October 9th. The town council will vote on whether to approve it or not. So if you're interested in the budget, stay tuned till October 9th, and we should get the budget approved. The next and final new business item was a quote for community garden fencing. Shelby Pride, the parks director, got up and shared information. If you don't know, currently at the Town Hall Park, we have a community garden, and it's been very popular. We've sold it out the last couple of years. And Angel, do you know how high deer can jump?
8 feet.
Dang it. Angel cheated.
I was listening.
She already knew. She was listening to the meeting last night. So we currently put up like a makeshift fence around the community garden, but we've had issues with deer knocking over the fence, and it wasn't tall enough. So we are going to put up a more permanent fence. So Shelby did a presentation, gave the town council quotes for that. The town council did approve the quote. We're actually doubling the size of the garden, so the fence is a little bit expensive. I think the quote was approved was about $25,000 to put up an 8-foot permanent fence around the community garden. So the town council did approve that quote 5-0. The last thing we had on our agenda was we did have a couple of resolutions. I talked about the budget earlier. The first one is called a resolution for a maximum levy appeal. So Indiana law allows us to apply for levy appeals, which allows us to grow our budget based on annexation and growth. And so our financial advisor recommended that we do that. This year is the final year because of Senate Enrolled Act 1. We will no longer be permitted to apply for growth levies. So this is the last year we can do that. The town also did some large annexations on the west edge of town, an area around Prestwick. We called it the Carnoustie Circle annexation, County Road 400 annexation. And so when we do annexations, we can appeal our levy to grow that as well to be able to provide services to those annexed areas. Those two appeals would add up to $1,050,000. The town council has to approve to authorize us to file that maximum levy appeal. And they did approve that by a vote of 5-0. The levy appeal does have to go to what's called the Department of Local Government Finance, or the DLGF, and the DLGF will review it, and they will decide if they agree that we are eligible for it. So it does still have to go through a process to get approved, but this is the first step in the process. The last item on the agenda we had was an interlocal agreement with the town of Brownsburg. Actually, back in 2023, the town council voted to get rid of the Avon town court. It had been losing money for several years, and so the town decided they wanted to close it. And when they closed it, then we need to have a place for ordinance violations to go. And so the next item was an interlocal agreement with the town of Brownsburg, who also has a town court. And Brownsburg has agreed to hear any ordinance violations for the town. That is normally like traffic tickets are state law violations. And so those are basically treated differently, but there are local ordinances as well. So Brownsburg would hear any cases on our local ordinance violations that we would have. These typically tend to be things like code enforcement or other issues like that. The town of Brownsburg had already approved the interlocal, so the town council needed to make a decision on whether they want to do that or not. This doesn't actually cost us anything. The town of Brownsburg will collect court fees to pay for it, and they will provide the staff. And so, again, this is a great example of a local government working together to save taxpayers' money, and I think it's beneficial for both parties. So happy to share that the town council did approve it 5-0 to move forward with the interlocal agreement. That's it, Angel. That was a whole meeting. It wasn't terribly long, was it?
No, it wasn't.
It was a good meeting. We talked about a lot of stuff.
It was a really good meeting that flowed well.
It didn't seem that exciting.
It's okay. Sometimes we just had to get work done.
It's business. You're exactly right. It was a very business-oriented meeting.
Yes.
Good point, Angel.
Speaking of business-oriented, I have a couple of order of business to announce.
Do it. Get it done, Angel.
September 20th, on September 20th, we have our Kite Festival. Now, this isn't a new event. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ryan.
It's a new event that we're bringing back, an old event. We used to
Yes.
do kite flying in the park like 8 years ago. And so it is newish, but we
not
had
really.
done it before.
Yes. So we have a Kite Festival that's happening September 20th on Saturday from 1 to 4 p.m. If you want more information on that, you can go to avonindiana.gov/events. Again, that's avonindiana.gov/events. And I hate to say it, but spooky season is upon us. Therefore, we officially have our town hall trick or treat on Friday,
go.
October 31st.
So fun.
From 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. in the council chambers. I heard the theme this year is carnival games.
That sounds exciting.
Interactive.
Are you going to dress up like a carny?
No,
Why not, Angel?
I don't do that. I take pictures. Therefore,
It's not fair. I'll
Therefore-
take pictures this year and you can dress up like a carny.
if you want more information, you can go to avonindiana.gov/trick-or-treat. Again, that's avonindiana.gov/trick-or-treat. Speaking of giving treats and giving back,
Is it Thanksgiving back time too?
Thanksgiving back time. We just want to put that on your radar. I know it's a little further down the road, but we do have a date for that, and that is Wednesday, November 19th. We're gonna start a little earlier this year, and drop-offs can be done at 7:30 a.m. all the way up to 3:30 p.m. Again, this is our partnership with Mary Lee Meyer Pantry, and this is to help all the families and students in our community that.
And this is so awesome.
Yeah.
This is like one of my favorite things because we get to support people who may not have as great a Thanksgiving as we are able to
Yes.
have because we're all very
We're-
fortunate. So
Fill up their table and
community, we'd love your support. You guys have been great the past couple of years. And every year we've grown and we've provided more food. And we get great feedback from Mary Lee Mayer that the families are so appreciative
They're
and
so
thankful
happy,
because
yes.
normally we all have so much when we have Thanksgiving. And so
Yes.
this is a great opportunity for us to give to other families who wouldn't be able to have so much if it wasn't for your generosity. So we'd love your support and help us get as much food as we can to help our neighbors.
We hope you guys keep it on your radar. If you want to have the full list of items that they are specifically looking for, we have not officially updated the list from last year. We're still waiting, but we are in contact with Mary from Mary Lee Meyer. Please go to avonindiana.gov/giving back. Again, this is an event that you really don't have to do anything aside from drive up to town hall, and our staff will take care of the rest.
Yeah, we'll unload. We'll do
Yes.
everything. You just
And
pull
you
up,
get free town
We'll
of
give you
Avon
swag.
Yeah.
and we have new swag, right, Angel?
We do have
we
new
have
swag.
new and better swag.
Yes, we have new swag, new logo, new theme, everything. So, this is your chance to be one of the first people of the community to get some swag. Actually, didn't
would
think
be
of that,
worth
but
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. All right, we hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Please stay safe out there. Enjoy the last couple weeks of warm weather. I'm assuming
I'm ready for the cool weather to come back.
we're ready for fall, but
I'm ready for fall. Let's
we,
do it.
we hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Stay safe out there. Don't forget to smile. See ya.